Great afternoon, everybody. Welcome, welcome, and welcome again. Well, y'all know what time it is. It's time for Money and Meals. I'm so excited to be with each and every one of you on this Friday afternoon. Something about yellow that just makes you feel so good. I'm trying to figure out. Oh, bam. Watch party. Okay. Sorry, I'm trying to share my video. How y'all doing this afternoon? Okay. I'm good to go. So boom, money and meals. I need like touch with a meal. Let me tell you what had happened. Nah. But I decided to come in here first. Y'all hear my daughter? She's having a moment. But I'm excited to be with each and every one of you on today, Money and Meals. I don't have a live session to show, but I just want to have the conversation if that's all right with you. So it's Friday. I just realized it is technically the last Friday of October, but ultimately for many of us, it is the first of the month. You know, the first is on Sunday. And so I remember that at the first of the month, y'all know rent is due, mortgage is due, and so many things are due at this time. And many of us, you know, I demonstrated on last week, we opened our envelope and we was looking at that pay stub like it's the same pay stub, especially if you work the same 40 hours every week. And so I don't want to take anybody from their employment. I don't want anybody to feel like, you know, y'all telling everybody to quit their job and, y'all making all this money. And it could be the fact that, you know, sometimes there are scams in the world. I'm just very transparent and honest. There's scams in the world, but I want to help you understand this right here. I want you to understand, if I don't tell you nothing else that you hear from me today, I'm not telling anybody to quit their job. I worked for a company for 4 or 5 years of my life. I worked for several companies. As a matter of fact, let me tell y'all, I worked so many hours by the time I was 21 years young that Social Security had sent me a letter in the mail. And they stated that I had worked enough hours to receive Social Security. I just didn't have the age to receive it. Right. So I put in the work, but I had not received it. I wasn't at the age that you receive Social Security. And so I understand that we love what we do. I have plenty of friends who are social workers, who are business owners, who are, they're doctors, they're lawyers, they're all those things. And they genuinely love what they do. But let me tell you this, hairdressers as well. They genuinely love what they do. It's a part of who they are, it's in their DNA. But I'm going to tell you two things. Number one, God didn't create us to be one dimension. We were created to be multiple dimensions, which tells me that we were created to have more than one thing. We were created to do more than one thing. That's why you like more than one thing. That's why you participate in more than one thing. We were created to do more than one thing. That's where you'll find people who may coach, but they also have written books. People who may minister, but they also have product. They have other ministries. You have people who are married, who have a marriage ministry, but they also work a traditional job, or they may have another business. We were created to have multiple things. Number one. Number two, if you want to reach your goals in record-breaking time, you're going to need capital. There's no other way for me to put that. No one will tell you to make it sound good. You're going to need the capital. Think about this. What if you could pay your mortgage for the whole year in 1 month? You would want to tap into that space. What if, you could save up, not in 20 years, not in 10 years, but in 6 months, the entire tuition for your child to go to school? What if you could hear your mother or your father was struggling and you could take care of their bills and it's not a stress to you? That they can still live in their home and you can be in your home and you can still make sure they're taken care of. They don't have to worry about their bills. Their Social Security check that they get, they don't have to worry about anything. That's their money to do whatever they feel because you're able to take care of their bills. What if, come on, what if you wanted to start that business and instead of you having to sprinkle a little bit here and there, I can only get the website this month. Next month when I get paid, I'm going to be able to get, the app, or I'm going to be able to get the software I need. What if you didn't have to take anything away from your everyday bills, your everyday situation, right? And you were able to say, I was able to get the capital I need. Didn't have to take a loan. Come on, didn't have to borrow from a friend or family. Didn't have to do a GoFundMe, but I was able to get the capital that I needed to make it happen. And so with Money and Meals, my thing with this was that 12 o'clock, we get on with one of my favorite educators. And Let me say this too. Let me put another plug in because I want you to really think about this. What if you were able to get what you needed? Come on, get what you needed all by learning. Now I know you're saying, Tish, well, what about, I go to college. I go to college, right? What about traditional school? And there's nothing wrong with it because people try to, I would say, oh, you go to traditional school and you're not going to get money. I just want to give you an understanding of traditional school. The reality of it is college was really meant to network. That's what you'll find with a lot of universities. They have long lineage of people who went to the school. Granddaddy, grandma went to the school. Mom and daddy went to that school. So guess what school you going to? That school. Right. So it's a networking situation. You are there to connect with people that's going to help you outside. That's why people get upset with relationships. Understand that relationships come from the fact of conversation and networking. There are things that people are going to do for certain people, don't do for other people. Why? Because they're all about relationship. That's just the truth. So you can't get upset about that because that's the reality. Relationships drive a lot. That's why you understand that deals are going to be made on the golf course. Deals are going to be made with a handshake. You can turn around and talk to somebody and make a deal. I just want to put that plug in there. Sorry, my sister was texting me to see what she needed. But I just want to let you know that, right? Let you know that situation. No, hold on, y'all. You got to be a mama at all times, right? Okay. Anywho, I just want to let y'all know that. So college is okay. I'm not against higher learning. You should be learning in all facets of your life. Is college for everybody? Absolutely not. Not for everybody. But honestly, when I went to college, I actually got a degree in what I decided to do. But college is set up with this. It's set up with the mindset that you will go for 2, 3, 4, 5 years with the hopes that at the end of that, and I got that, I should have found my degree. It's in here somewhere. I have this degree in my hand that at that point, I would then make the income that that degree produces. If you go on the Department of Labor, it'll tell you the pay range for jobs. It'll tell you what the average person would make in that position. So don't be confused. I'm not saying, close the door. Thank you. Don't be confused. I'm not saying you shouldn't go to school. No, but you should at least be doing something in school that lines up with what you're doing. That's why I have a undergrad in hospitality management because I work in the events industry. That's why I have a master's in conflict mediation negotiation management. Why? Because I negotiate deals all the time. So at least line it up. But I just want to tell you that college is set up that at the end, not while you're attending. No. At the end, you will then get income. And for some people who have to take loans, you're not necessarily going to make the amount to pay the loans. So think about this. If you took on $100,000 in loans, right? How are you going to realistically pay the loans and live every day when you're only making $50,000, $30,000 because of what you majored in? So I'm going to put that plug right there for you. Now, again, not against college. I think college is great, but I want you to be in a position where you're getting capital while you learn. I'm getting money while I'm learning. So while I'm going to school, if I decide to go to traditional school, I'm getting a check. And I'm not talking about that refund check that you got to pay back. I ain't talking about that. I'm talking about substantial income while I'm learning. While I'm working this job that I may like or not like, I'm getting income. So let's talk about it real quick. I'm sorry about that noise, y'all. Of course, I got to be a mama. Like I'm a mama, I'm a wife, I'm a businesswoman, I'm a sister, I'm a friend, I'm a daughter. So please believe that there's a lot going on in this space of mine. And so I want y'all to think about the challenges that you're facing today. And here's the thing, everybody challenge is not created equal. I was talking to people today. I said, listen, I had to understand that people think we racing against each other. And the reality is I'm racing to be a better person than I was yesterday. So when other people thinking we're competing, I'm thinking, I didn't know we was in the same lane. No, you're in your own lane and you have your own challenges, and people may not understand what those challenges are, right? They may not understand what you're dealing with, right? And please notice right here, you're not the only one going through it. You're not the only one going through financial. It's the first of the month. I know when I used to work for Medicare, there were a lot of beneficiaries, so this was the only check they were getting all month. How does that feel to only get one check a month? It's got to last you 30 days. 30 days. That one check. It has to last you 30 days. And so we want to talk about something different. Again, let me go by disclaimer back in there. I'm not telling anybody to quit anything. I'm a student always. I'm always going to class. I'm always investing in my business of education. I'm always investing in things that make me grow and learn. Actually, I'm in the process of finishing up my Google certification so that I can teach Google classes, because I understand that Google is powerful and everybody don't know how to use it to the function that it could be used to. That's totally different. But guess where that capital came from? Because that class wasn't cheap. It came from this space. It came from me learning something else. And so many of us don't realize there's another way. We have people in our ear telling us that this way is the only way, because that's the only way they know. See, when you're exposed to better, then now you're accountable to do better. You're accountable to get more. You're accountable to do, more, because there's more people looking at you. And so I want to talk about real quickly, and I'm going to show you some different things. Me having total control of my life was so important to me, because I wasn't able to do what I needed to do, but I'm able to do it now. So I'm excited about that, because I understood that it was important to me that I was in control. See, when you're waiting on someone else to save you, you're waiting on someone else. Oh, we're waiting for such to make a decision about us getting a check. You've now put the power into someone else for you to win. And I refuse to do that. I refuse to depend on other people to help me win. I tell people all the time, I depend on the Holy Ghost. That's not pushing religion on anybody, but I love God. I ain't ashamed to tell nobody. And I like trap music just a little bit. Don't judge me. But I'm just saying, I wanted total control of my life. I wanted to be in a position where if it was going to be, it was up to me. It didn't matter about me being married. I know people always try to say, well, you have a husband. Honestly, I wasn't always married. I was a single mom for a long time. So I understand the single mama situation. And I don't mean single mom like I didn't have no help. You can explain my friends. It was my village. And I didn't mean my blood village. I mean people who I met along the way who were willing to step in and help a sister out. And so I'm forever grateful for those people. But I'm just being honest with myself. Come on. I'm being honest with myself. That I was able to understand it was going to be up to me. I couldn't depend on nobody else. And so I don't want to talk about this quadrant from a place of, I know I've been in each and every one of these quadrants at some point in my life. But I want to talk about this. I want to talk about one piece, and that's the 1%. At what point are you going to invest in you? At what point are you going to stop giving everything away and not giving something back to yourself? My money mentor always says, when she talks about, when it comes to money, she always says you give, of course, for the believer, you give your 10% to tithes and offerings, or if you give 10% to charity, and then you say, listen, that next 10% goes to me. Didn't go to bills, didn't go to my children, didn't go to anything, because guess what? Because what happens is when you give it all away and give yourself the leftovers, you're telling yourself, you're not valuable enough to me for me to get the first pick, to get the best. That's what you tell yourself. And you justify why you don't buy yourself nice things, or why you can't get your nails done or your hair cut, or why you got to look a certain way, because you've given all of yourself away. And so my whole point, my whole situation is to say, listen, I want you to invest in you. Invest in you that your family can reap of the reward. That's it. I want to talk about the 1%. The 1% say, I'm going to invest and multiply my money. That's what they say. But I want you to know how great education, investing in you, would change it. Now, listen, this is breaking news. This is an education platform. It's Friday. Let me tell you what my Friday going to look like today, y'all. When I get off here, I'm going to grab me a bite to eat. That's why I'm going to have no meal today, child. I didn't get a chance. I want to get on here with y'all. And then I'm going to study for the afternoon. And then at a certain hour, I'll probably, take a power nap. That's what I call power naps. And then I'm going to get out here and finish this thing for my daughter so that I can rearrange and really plan out my weekend. The weekend really starts my work time. But one thing I am going to do is I'm going to study. I'm going to study the charts and study the market and study my favorite pair. And I'm going to get in on these educators. I'm going to show you in the back office how it's just so powerful. You see the iPad, you see the iPhone, but we have well over 100 plus full-time educators, over 12 languages. These people are product of the product. These are people who tapped into this system and became 7, 8, 9-figure earners. These people are a product of our billionaire CEO, Christopher Terry, who said, listen, I'm going to reach back and I'm helping. These people say, I'm going to reach back and help somebody else. Get the capital need to do what? What do you want? We all want something. Let's not be lying. And don't listen to people that tell you money isn't everything. It don't really matter. It do matter. It determines, let me tell you what money determines: the neighborhood you live in. Be honest. Money determines the car you drive. Money, come on, money determines the clothes you buy, where you buy your clothes from. Money determines the grocery stores you go to. Because be honest, here where we live at, Publix, Whole Foods, and Lowe's Foods cost way more than Food Lion, Buy Low, IGA. This is in a certain neighborhood and they ain't got no options. Tell the truth. Money determines what seat on the plane you decide to get. Money determines the credit you get. Money determines your access to so many things. And so these educators came together and said, listen, we're going to reach back and we're going to help the everyday person, not the average, because we're not average. We're going to help the everyday person tap into this. I didn't give up my businesses. Muslim served the United States Marine Corps. He retired. I didn't give up any of that stuff. He's out now doing his thing. And so it was a way for me to get the capital that I could fast check. Let me tell you one of my goals, because I know people don't want to tell their stuff because they think people going to steal their stuff. Can't nobody be Marticia LaCroix but Marticia LaCroix. So I'm going to tell you one of my goals that I want to do before the year is I want to get my business an app. I found the company I want to work with. I found, they're going to build on my website. I have dropped at least a good $5,000 on websites I do not like. And I was tired of that. I was tired of being cheap. I'm gonna be honest. I was tired of being cheap. I was being cheap. And so I know how much it's going to cost. It's going to cost $2,500 for them to build out my website and build out my app. This app is going to be game changing for all of my businesses because we're going to house them in the same area. We're going to break things down. And so I already talked to somebody. I know how much it's going to cost me. That's my goal. And guess where that money going to come from? Not for my clients. It's going to come from this space right here because I'm going to tap into this education to make it done. Another thing I want to do, I'm being honest, because see, sometimes we don't want to share our goals because I feel like when I speak it out loud, my hearing hears it. And so that way I'm able to produce it. So one other thing I want to do something special for my husband. He'll be 40 in December. He always say I'm a cougar because I turned 40. He turned 40. Only about 2 months, y'all. Well, 3 months, excuse me. I want to do something special for him. That man has sacrificed not only for his country, but he has sacrificed for our family. And so I'm going to do a big for him. Ain't not a whole bunch of people, nothing like that, but just something real big that I want to do. I know how much it's going to cost me. Me and my son have a special project we're doing for him. And so that's what I want to do. And where is that capital going to come from? Here. I saw my millionaire's sister, bestie. She is my sister for real. We went by her home in Tennessee, and this joker had all the people that paint. She painted the whole house. I know that was a good 5,000 square feet of paint, and she was doing that Dutch. I'm pulling up the floors, and guess where that money came from? This market, because she tapped into the education, and she was able to do what she wanted to do. And so this space is for everybody. I just told you, like, I'm running my businesses. I have people I need to pay. There's things I want to do. I want to have other people build wealth. And this space gives me the capital that I need to do it. And so it's on my own time and on my own terms. So when I have time, not when I have time, but I've set aside special time, 30 minutes to an hour a day to get on this education platform and learn while I earn. The educators are giving you market ideas. Past profits are not indicative of future profits. Trading is risky, but trade at your own risk. But guess what? I'm not watching. I couldn't even tell y'all what came on TV because I'm in my education knowing that I'm going to get substantial income to get the capital that I need to do what I need to do to truly live that debt-free lifestyle now. And so it's designed for the busy person. I'm going to show y'all a couple of products. I'm going to go live into my account and show you some of the different things. But it's for you that's busy, who works the 9-to-5 job. Listen, I love HFX, which I'm going to show you. It's truly money in minutes. And so just giving up an hour of your day to tap into an educator. Put it on your AirPods. Go for a walk. Come on, you're walking. You do these things you're doing every day when you can get it in your hearing more and more to say, listen, I know I need to do what other people don't do so I can live like other people don't live. So you can make this schedule because the market is truly open 24 hours a day, technically 7 days a week before the retail trader is open 5 days a week. But that's what we're talking about, the Forex market. Number one, it is not a scam. Number one, let me just be honest, y'all. It ain't a scam. Right? Not a scam. People have scammy products. So I'm going to say this right here too. If you're willing to give your money to the person on Instagram, somebody they're going to flip your money and do all that stuff, I'm trying to figure out why you won't tap in and get the money for yourself. That you don't have to depend on nobody to get it for you. I don't depend on nobody to get it for me. Right? I got it here and I mastered this skill. So the Forex market, let me explain it briefly in the shortest term I can explain it to. You participate in this market. Number one, if you're going outside of the country, you've had to exchange your money. And it doesn't exchange equally. You know, a dollar don't go for a dollar in another country. From the US dollar to the peso is not equally. So basically the exchange rate, as you exchange your money back and forth, people like myself who don't have to own, they don't have to own actual, dollar bills can get money in this market. And that's how they're getting paid, based off the exchange rate, period. Other thing is, through your bank has had you participate, because they take your money to your account, and then they're able to play with your money in the market. Like I said, it's open 24 hours a day, 5 days a week, worldwide. And for people like me, we trade on the weekends because we do HFX, hot binary options, and we also trade digital currency. And you don't have to have any physical money to participate. All you're doing when you connect with us here at I Am Master Academy, what you're doing is saying, hey, I'm connecting with master traders, master educators who are teaching me how to do the very same thing that they do. And here's the thing, because I hear somebody saying it, well, Tish, how are they getting paid? Because if there's 7, 8 figures, there's no way you telling me that based off this little small tuition fee I'm going to pay, they're getting paid. Yes, they are, because no one asked your professor, doctor, whoever, when he taught you the class, that when he taught you, he was going to get paid off that job that you got. He don't get paid off of that. He get paid off your tuition. That's how educators get paid. Also, they get in the market right along with you. So they're getting money in the market as well. So I want to talk about this. I call this my boyfriend, high frequency hours. Let me tell you what I love about HFX. Number one is money in minutes. I not give up, but I invest in myself an hour every day at lunchtime, Monday through Friday, to get on here with the educator, to hear the language, to understand how it works, to get money in minutes. High frequency option says this, that what you can make in an hour, if you make $20 an hour, if you make $10 an hour, I can make that in the increments of 1, 3, 5, even 15-minute time frames. Just that simple. It's just that easy. It's just that simple to really unload the basics of the market, how it moves. You can master this skill. I've seen for myself with my own 2 eyes, people who have made a substantial amount of coins, right, in this space. And all I did was tap into the education. I told you before, you can tap into your iPad, your phone, your tablet, your computer, your laptop. Everybody knows I take my laptop wherever I go. I was in the car. They videoed us in it on our way to Atlanta. I was driving, and my husband was like, I know you're not going to have me trade over the phone. I said, yes, I am. And so, but it actually pushed him to see this space really work. And so this is one of our educators, Maddie Pips. I'm not going to play this in video's entirety. I'm actually going to mute it on purpose. But this is his actual account. All right. This is him on Go Live, which is our live education product. And so he's teaching us. We're all in trades with him together, learning this skill. Yes, my screen is actually moving. This is a live session that was taken off, and I'm going to go into, you see, it says I Am Mastery. I Marcus Live TV. So this is live. This is not the time now, but at the time it was recorded, it was live. And so what I want to show you is one thing. I'm going to pause him right here. Is a couple of things. This is so simple to understand. That this red line right here means he took a cell. Oops, sorry. Play it back. He took use this green line, but he took a cell, that red line that you saw. He took a cell, right? And all I need the market to do is stay below that red line, and I will win. In this case, right, you see he has this green line. All I need the market to do is stay above the green line. Here, go right here. All I need this market to do, but this little dot, this dot line is where you see it blinking, to stay below these 2 moments, and he's gonna win this trade, which he actually did win. That's simple to understand. All I need the market to stay below this, I'm gonna win. I'm following instructions from a master educator. And as he's showing me and I'm hearing it all the time, then guess what happens? I master it for myself because I'm getting in my education. And so all of these trades you see right here, he won. Every last one of them. He won. And he did it in 3 minutes. They're all 3 minutes each. When 3 minute ends, he's done. The trade is won. And so what I love about this, because I know people saying, wow, that's unbelievable. Wow, that's a lot, Tish. But I'm going to show you something even more simplified as I play this video right here. He took a trade. This is the same educator, Matt Thayer. This is one of the strategies he created on one of our products called Hourglass. And I'm going to show you this strategy as well as the market is still open. And so he was teaching the strategy to us. So again, you're learning while you earn. And so he said, listen, let's watch this trade close, right? So the trade closes and he asked the people who were watching, Who took this trade with me? Right? So let me see if I can get it to place. You can hear that part. I want you to hear it.
In 3 minutes. If you guys took that trade with me, type $signs in the chat. If anybody took that trade, type $signs in the chat. Let me know your guys' payouts. Let these guys know the payout real quick. Let's go. We got $92. We got $10. We got first trade ever. 19, 57, 97, 156, 20, 55, 34. Let's freaking go. So I want to show you guys my closed trades from earlier. I want to show you guys those trades a little bit earlier.
So I want to talk about what he said. He said, once we made $20 in 3 minutes, I want to give you our perspective, because what's big was once small. What's now big was once small. And so $20, if you made $20 in 3 minutes, I was telling the team this, and it is so profound to talk to them about it, because at the end of the day, we look at the big numbers, but we don't understand it's really about compounding interest. That's what it's about. It's about taking that compounding interest chart that our team is going to provide you, plugging in your numbers, and really seeing what $20 can go to, right? And so I was telling them that for every 3 minutes, right, you made $20. That means in 1 hour, which has 23-minute segments, you can make $400. Y'all see my disclaimer: past profits are not indicative of future profits. Trading it at your own risk. But just imagine if you sat still, got connected, and got on with a Matt there, got on with a Millie Mills, got on with a DL was. These are all of our HFX educators. Got on with them and listened and paid attention and followed instructions, all while you learn what life-changing that would be for you. And you didn't give up anything else. You didn't give up that job. You didn't give up doing what you love to do. You just took an hour a day to say, I want to build the capital in record-breaking time. I want freedom in minutes, as my sister friend says all the time. What if you did that 5 days a week, 1 hour, $20? What would that look like for you? 5 days. $2,000 additional dollars you would have. What could you do with $2,000 additional dollars in a week? How many bills could you pay off? How many people could you serve? How many things would change for you for an additional $2,000 in a week's time? So let me tell you what it costs to get started, because I know that's what we're thinking about. Because I'm going to tell you, this is an investment in you. This is not an investment in me. Because at the end of the day, let me tell you what I loved about this space. I was telling you what I loved most about this space. What I loved was this. What I loved was the fact that I ultimately didn't have to share this with anybody. If I be honest with y'all, when I got into this space, I was like, boom, I'm going to pay off my debt. And I'm going to just focus on me. And I'm going to pay my fee every month. And I'm just going to get me. And that was totally wrong. Which is probably why I didn't grow a whole lot, because I was selfish. And so I made a commitment to helping families. I made a commitment to the Game Change Society. I made a commitment to myself that every chance I get to share this opportunity, I'm going to share the opportunity how it changed my life. If I be honest, the money is the byproduct of the education. But the reality of it is this space has changed my life so much more than just the money. It's the people I got to connect to. It's the families I got to see change. It is, the language I got to speak, the opportunities that come to my business, the opportunities that come to me because I decided to tap in to this space. We called it Overflow October because so many things had happened for me this month. Even when a lot of other people are going through trying to figure it out, I was able to be blessed to be in a position where I knew exactly how I needed to maneuver to make it happen. And so what was that investment that I made? I made an investment of $234.95. Actually, I made an investment of more than that, and I'm going to show y'all what I did. But just for that, you can tap into this HFX space. You will get access to the academy. You will get access to live educators, and you will get access, to a product. And the product for HFX is our Liberty product, which I will show you. But I definitely would encourage you to tap into our ECX. Oops, sorry. Let me go back to our elite package, and that's $324.95, $224 a month. I think that's what it is. But that gives you everything. So if you say, listen, I want to tap into some other products that we have so many strategies, but we say master one, right? Now Peter says, listen, I have people that I know I want to bring along for the ride. Bring them along with you. You got coworkers that are tired of that job. You got coworkers that don't like their boss. You got friends and family who need something else. And so the company says, listen, when you bring those two people with you, just two people, we're going to waive your education, period. Just two people. And so we'll help you do that. We'll help you. We'll host a launch party for you. We will welcome you to our family. And we want to make sure that you're set up for success. So listen, get with the person that shared this video with you, whose watch party you're watching, someone who may have mentioned this opportunity before. Get back with them. So listen, I'm ready to get started. I'm ready to say, listen, I can give up 30 minutes of my day. I can maneuver an hour of my day to tap into education on the go while I'm in the car, while I'm messing with the kids. Get the kids in front of my son is in this space. My husband is in this space. My daughter, she in this space, but she won, but she be listening to it all the time. But get with that person. Say, listen, I want to learn with you. We're going to be there with you, giving you your 7 steps with our HFX product to help you fast track your start. Every Saturday, helping families host a new members orientation. So we want you to get on that so we can answer those questions that you have, that you're in a position where you feel set up and supported for your success. Once you register got the link, register for the product of your choice, schedule your launch. Like I told you, we want to celebrate you and get all your family and friends and all the people that you know on that call or even don't know like that. Get them on that call to really celebrate you and celebrate your success. We know that success loves speed, and then we want you to dive straight into that education. The weekends are the best time to dive in, but like I told you, HFX and digital currency is open on the weekends. And of course, set those goals. You have about 60 days before the year ends. What could you do in 60 days? What could you accomplish in 60 days? And of course, we want you to participate in your success. I'm going to leave you out with this, and then I'm going to show you some products. These are my children. The little one just turned 1 Wednesday. The big one just turned 23 on the 15th of October. And so one of the things that I vowed to do is I vowed to leave them, not just leave them money, but teach them how money works. Teach them to invest in themselves, teach them to invest in other things, and teach them most importantly to believe in God, knowing that he's going to multiply what they have. And so I ask each and every one of you as we transition, what will you become and what will you leave the next generation? Because at the end of the day, we're becoming something. Are we becoming better? Are we becoming debt free? Are we becoming a multiplier? Are we becoming, having dominion? Are we becoming, that person that's going to help somebody else? Are we going to become, what are we becoming? What are we becoming? So get with the person that shared this with you. I want to show y'all some of the products real quick before I let you go, because I want you to know that I'm not just talking about it. I'm about it. Oh, my thing just came right on up. That's such a blessing. Hold on 1 second. Let me open up. I am sitting good. Open this up. Show you what you're going to get access to. Bam. All right, let me check my screen again. And then I'm off, y'all. I'm off as I go work on some other things today. This is what I want to share. Bam. Okay, cool. All right, so I want to show you this real quick. I'm off the screen. Yes, I am. Good. Just make sure I'm off the screen. All right. So this is our live education platform. These educators that you see, they're our top viewed educators. I do get on a Kim Torres session. She does our industry sessions, which are awesome. These are our different channels. But what I'll talk to y'all about, HFX. I'm gonna go to our HFX channel. Is anybody on live? It'll show me. Right. So this is our HFX channel. So you get access to all of this. This tells you the times that they are live. This tells you who is live and then who isn't, right? So you're able to see all of our educators. It doesn't matter what time of the day you want to get on. You can find an educator in your time frame. You got Matt there, who I showed you in the video. He comes on 11 p.m. Sundays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Thursdays. He's going to come on a day. I think he said at 2:30. He sent us a message out this afternoon. And so, of course, you got people going at 7 p.m., 10 a.m., come on, 8 p.m., giving you analysis, talking about trading, talking about strategies. Nez comes on at 3 o'clock, and then he also comes on at 9 p.m., which is awesome because at 3 o'clock he's teaching. And then, of course, at 9 o'clock, we're trading together. And so you get access to all this. I'm going to show you. I'm going to click on Millie Mills. She's our noonday. I always talk about money and meals at lunchtime. But I want to show you this too. She's favorited some sessions. So look at this. So this is about compounding your account. Plan for your first 6 figures. Come on. She's talking about RSI and statistics. Those are indicators. And so she's giving you understanding. It's always geometry class to all of us when we first started, but we kept getting on here and we got the information that we needed. So the other thing I want to show you is this. This is our recorded academy. And so in the recorded academy, you'll find that you'll get your actual, what we call recorded videos. So when you get to HFX, you'll actually get recorded videos. These are the series. Oh, sorry, y'all. These are the series. It starts with the basics of what is HFX, right? What is a trade? So you just go through all these videos and you're able to do them. They're like 10 to 15 minutes. You can watch them at any time. You can download the app that I downloaded, an app from our company, and then you're able to get those. So you get live education. You can even talk to different educators, connect with them on their products, and they're giving information. So I want to show y'all one more thing and I'm gone. I want to show y'all this strategy. So these are the different strategies we have. Sorry. These are the different strategies that we have, right? Choose your weapon. So when you get HFX, I'm going to get money in minutes. It comes with the Liberty strategy, right? It tells you the educators that teach off of that Liberty strategy, which is so awesome. The one you saw with Matt there, that's our hourglass, and that also is our cash trap strategy. So I encourage you, if you don't get the elite package, to add this on. It's just as simple. Look at this. Reading arrows. Down arrow means sell or put. Up arrows mean buy or call. It's just that simple. And there's another way to read this chart as well. There's a strategy that he's created of how we can take different points and know if that's a good trade to take. But it's just that simple of reading the arrow down, boom, sell. Just that simple. And so you get access to these products and these services to where you're able to take market ideas. Remember, past profits are not indicative of future profits. Trading is risky, but it's a great reward to it if you take the time to get the education. This is the Liberty that comes with it. This is a simple scalper strategy. I think that's what this one, yeah, right? And so it's basically reading where it tells you the market starts. I think it says this is this was a buy. Now the market moved up. Just that simple. And so that's all I have. I love y'all so much. Great Friday, everybody. Fridays are great, man. This is my work day. So I get to start working and hanging out. I have a busy weekend. And then the team, listen, if you connect with Game Changer Society, my people who are locally here in Columbia, we're getting together and we're trading all election day. I'm not watching the news unless it's the economic news. I'm not watching none of that. I'm putting on my onesie. Yes, I'm telling you, I'm putting on my onesie. And I'm cooking breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We're going to have breakfast set up, lunch set up, dinner set up for the squad. And they're going to come in and out. We're going to practice social distancing. I'm going to sanitize because they know I have my daughter. And we're going to get in here and we're going to get the bag. That's it. We're going to have I would say have a great Christmas. I'm at Thanksgiving. I'm not even talking about holidays. We ain't putting up no tree. My family already knows the rules. What's going to happen? We're focused on the last week of the year that we will go and celebrate all that we've accomplished in 366 days. It was a leap year, and what we've accomplished in the last 60 days of this year. Your end of the year could be so powerful. What would it look like for you? That's all I got to say. Remember to do life on purpose, with purpose, and for purpose.